Wounded Knee, South Dakota, home of Pine Ridge, the home of the Oglala Lakota people. A horrible massacre happened here December 28, 1890, and a liberation took place in 1973 when the people came back to claim their rights. It's a very focal point of the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, and it's why we chose to name our organization the Wounded Knee Relief Fund. On Pine Ridge, unemployment is way beyond 85%. The life expectancy is the lowest in the Western Hemisphere except for Haiti. It sits on the two poorest counties in America, and suicide is epidemic. We started out doing very basic things, helping with groceries and bringing out clothes, and went to installing wood stoves. When we happened to meet the people from the Bear Cave, do suicide intervention and just a whole myriad of social works. This video is an inside glimpse of what the Bear Cave does for their own people there, and we choose to support them and help them. And we're working to help build a Mercy Youth Shelter with them and for them. And so we just want to share this glimpse from our friend Tiny, who helps run the Bear Cave.
Yeah, hey honey, wash day. My name is Yvonne Tiny Decory. That is my Christian name, or my non-Indian name. I was given the name of Nicha Olewi when I was a young lady, and I did not know what that meant until I grew older, when I started helping people, especially the young people and the elders. And as I grew older, I began to understand why the spirits had given me that name. It's one who helps those who are unfortunate, or one who takes on responsibility to make someone's life better. So that's what I do. You're sitting here, I'm sitting here with you guys in the Bear Cave. It's a youth organization, and we've been doing more and more outreach and intervention with the youth suicides. Under the Bear umbrella, we have so many programs that our kids can prosper from. My job is to reach out and to make a better tomorrow for a lot of these young people. And it's extremely hard at times because we have to fight the alcohol and the drugs and the absent parents, and we have to fight a lot of abuse that's in the home. And so when the kids come to us, they're really shattered. So I like to say that it's my responsibility, along with a good friend of mine, her name is Eileen Janice, and Verlin Garnier. We work together, and Sean Keith, one of our youth advisors, and with the Bear program, I'd like to say, and I can honestly say, that we mend the spirit of a child all the time. And if it's one day we mend, we take one child and we mend his spirit. Maybe it's 3 a day, 4 a day. But our goal is to get these kids' spirit back so they can have a glimpse of hope that there is a tomorrow for them. But coming from the Pine Ridge Reservation, where the poverty is real, unemployment is real, alcohol and drugs is real, Facebook is real. So we have all this adversity, but as a team we have to work together. What I do on a daily basis is I reach out to others who need our help. This is the cave. You look at the cave, it's beat up. They broke into it, and the panels on the ceiling, they come through the ceiling and tore it up. And it's really a beat up here, but it's a place for our young people to come to. It's a place for them to be safe, and it's a place for them to get something to eat. We have a Bag of Love program, which means the kids bring a plastic bag or a paper bag, and they get their, go on the back here and get some Vienna sausage and noodles and some popcorn. At least they have something to eat. What do we need in terms? We always could use help, whether it's in form of a prayer, because we all believe that there is power in prayer. And I teach that to these young people, because in our culture, we were taught to pray when we were little. We were taught to sit and to be quiet and respect when we were little. So our young people, they know how to pray. We know that that prayer sometimes needs to be instilled into their lives. And their Lakota way of life, we want them to know who they are. We want them to know where they're at, and we want them to know that As a team, we can help them get to where they want to go. Trials, tribulations, the struggles of these young people, they're real. When you have a 7-year-old who looks you right in the eye and says, I don't want to live anymore, how does that hit your heart? At 7, he hasn't even learned how to fully play and know what his life is. But he says, I don't want to live anymore. My life is too hard at home. Then you have a grandmother who's 76, 80 years old and says, I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to live anymore. I'm tired. So our job is to get to these people, to help them and have them believe that there is a better tomorrow for them, regardless of all the struggles and the pain. We're out there 24/7, 7 days a week. We're knocking on doors, asking families, are you okay? Especially those families whose children have attempted suicide. Especially those families whose child has completed suicide. We have to strengthen their circle. We have to strengthen their hochoka that is within them and fill that circle with good things to make them become a stronger family. And it's tough. It's a tough job. But like I said, if we can take one spirit at a time, fix it, we're going to be okay. We use a lot of glue because in the summer months, we have kids in the park. We have kids club in the park. Not just here in the village. We go out into the districts and the bigger in the communities, and we do the same. So we offer services to the kids. We do reading, we do math, we do science, we do music, and every Tuesday evening, we have a concert in the park. Invite all the parents. Well, the parents have to come and cook all the food. We provide it, but they have to cook. And it's wonderful seeing dads out there grilling hot dogs, taking part in their children's lives. So that's a part of our Strengthening the Family project. And so we always need supplies, even paper plates. We have yarn. We have a lady that comes in and teaches them how to knit scarves, get ready for the winter. So if anybody wants to just like go to the Kmart or Walmart, I can always use school supplies. And table games, board games. We're really low on board games like Scrabble, Monopoly, Uno, Yahtzee, some educational games. So we can always use that. So this is our office. Now I'll take you this way to our food. Okay. This is our food. We have like ramen noodles. We have, the kids can come down and get a little bag of food, or they'll sit here and eat it. Vienna sausages. We have milk. I make sure we have cereal. We have oatmeal. We have bowls. I make them eat here so I know their tummy is full, and then they can leave with a little bag of groceries. A lot of crackers. We have a lot of crackers. But we go through a lot of ramen noodles. And then over here, we have pudding. We have fruit and grain bars. We have fruit. And we do like popcorn. We run out of popcorn fast because the kids love popcorn. So if anybody wants to go and buy us a case of popcorn at Walmart and send it to the Bears or send it to Eileen, she'll sure get it to us. We also had a coat drive, and we had we gave away new coats because we started on it earlier in the summer. People was asking us, and I said, well, how about if you just get us some new coats? Nothing. I mean, they send us used stuff, and it's nice, but it's so much different when a kid sees a coat with a tag on it, you know? A brand new coat. And we even did better. We took some of those kids to Walmart and let them pick out their own coat. And that was just self-esteem. Oh my gosh, you know. And so, I mean, we do that. Back here we have our little dance studio. This is where Sean and the kids come in. We have a program called the Bear Program, and we have a theater group. They come in and they dance. And I told you they broke into our building. I mean, in here. And they just, all of ours, they did that. So the kids said, we're gonna have a root beer float sale and an Indian taco sale, and we're gonna get some panels. And we did ask some guys that work in construction if they would do some in-kind work for us and repair our roof. This is a tribal building, but because we're a youth program, they only charge us $1 a year. But that means we have to do the upkeep on the building. So, and here, sometimes on weekends, you'll have 15 kids on sleeping bags, because we have sleeping bags, because they have no place to go. And this also is a safe haven for them. So this is, the BEAR program is kind of like a social network where we, outreach program, where we provide food for them, a place to sleep, we give them hygiene products, and education. So, this is it.
Way.
Okay. We also help families that are struggling with Pampers and baby wipes. I get them, they come in, the parents come down, some of them will say, well, what do I have to do to get these? And I just tell them, dust the shelf off, because some of these parents, they are tired of handouts. They really want to say, you know, I did something for this. The young men, Eileen and I was talking, we had a young man who wrote this letter of suicide. I think he was like 24 years old. He had 2 babies and 1 on the way. And he said, society will not let me be a warrior anymore. I can't take care of my kids. My wife had to move to Rapid to find a job. And I'm here trying to make it. And he was coming here getting food for his kids. And he left me this note and said, I can't be a warrior anymore. I have no job. He said, don't think that I don't want to work. I do. And I want to be able to come home, maybe dirty from my job, and have a piece of candy or a pop in one pocket, and let my little ones dig in my pockets to find something for them. A sucker, a piece of gum. He said, I can't even do that. I can't even do that. And you know what? He's not here anymore. I think we buried him in December. We buried him. But that's a lot of our young men. They just want work. They want to have that integrity of being the man. But like you said, there are no jobs here. Our economic structure does not handle the population. Think about it. You have a Pizza Hut. You have a Taco John's. You have a Sub. And you have Yellowbird's convenience store. And you have one over here 24 hours. And we have another gas station. Boutique for a little flower shop. But you have grandmas and grandpas vying for those jobs, as if and the teenagers too. In the summer months when kids want jobs, you go to Rapid City and the kids get jobs in McDonald's. Here, you have to fight the grandmas and grandpas because they still want to work, because they have to put food on their table too for their grandchildren. And so, I mean, it's sad, the workforce and our kids, they get discouraged. They get discouraged. So, we do the best that we can with what we have, and the Creator has really provided for us. And there are times when we feel like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I always say, well, let's pray. Let's join hands and pray. Let's smudge ourselves and let's ask the Creator. You know, you've opened up doors for us and you've closed doors on us. But now, we need you more than ever. We need you more than ever. And it happens. We may get a check in the mail. Or maybe a family will come through and bring stuff to us. Bring us food. When I say us, I mean all of us here. Not for me, for these babies. You know, and we have to invest. Our economic development is our kids. We got to invest in them so they have that better tomorrow. But you know, there's a lot of positive out of this too. You see a lot of disparity, but there's a lot of positive. That young man over there, Sean. 20, how old are you now, Sean?
25.
Oh, he's a quarter of a century old. He is positive. He is hope for me. Because he is young. He's building a future. He's helping us strengthen families. He's come out of his comfort zone since he's 12 years old, and he wanted it better for everybody else. And he's doing it. He's a mentor, he's an advisor, he's a basketball coach, and he does a lot of volunteer. And so that's hope. Eileen's son is a member of BEAR. All of them are members of BEAR. They come through the BEAR program when they were little, and now look where they're at. Gate scholars, going to college. That's hope. But we have to start down younger now. We got to build that for these kids, so they don't hope to die tonight. We want them to live life to its fullest. So any help is gratefully appreciated.
Thanks for watching, and to help any more and find out any more, you can look us up at Wounded Knee Relief Fund on Facebook to help us help and serve the Lakota people of Pine Ridge. Thank you, Walking Beauty. Bye-bye.